What's up, guys? Being part of the trucking industry, I'm sure you already know how important it is to keep your safety record clean and your CSA scores low. If you don't already follow us, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you do follow our channel, I'm sure you've seen our other videos and podcasts talking about preventable and non-preventable accidents, changes to the FMCSA Crash Preventability Determination Program, and how to challenge those accidents and lower your CSA scores. Today, one thing I really want you to understand is that non-preventable DOT recordable accidents can still affect your CSA scores and hike up your insurance premiums if you don't address it. And addressing it is 100% your responsibility. Unfortunately, by default, the FMCSA marks all accidents as preventable unless they are told otherwise. And let's be honest, did you really think they were analyzing each accident that gets reported? Of course not. And guess what? Your insurance company isn't really helping with that either. Like I said, it's completely up to you to submit these accidents for review, unless you have a third party managing your DOT compliance, which is probably your best option. If you don't, we're here to help. Feel free to call, email, or fill out the form, and one of our DOT compliance specialists will help you out. So basically, the process goes something like this. You get in an accident, you say it was non-preventable, you gather evidence, you stare the FMCSA in the face and say, challenge. The FMCSA stares back and says, challenge accepted. The FMCSA then cowers in defeat, and voila, your CSA scores and your insurance premiums are safe. Now, I do wish it was that easy, but just because I said voila, don't think every accident you submit is gonna get approved. The FMCSA does have guidelines to identify accidents as DOT recordables and non-preventable, so let's dive into this a little bit deeper. First off, a DOT recordable accident is any accident involving a commercial motor vehicle that involves a fatality, an injury requiring medical attention away from the scene, or damage to any vehicle involved that leads to a tow. All right, so someone got towed and it's officially a DOT recordable accident. What next? Well, now is the point where you or your DOT compliance team jump in, gather all the evidence like police reports, dash cam footage, photos, witness statements, and anything else you can think of to validate your argument, determine if it's non-preventable, and submit everything to the data queue system for review. At this point, if you're asking yourself, how do I know if it's non-preventable? Well, this could include things like getting rear-ended or another driver running a red light. But the FMCSA has laid out 21 very specific situations that define these non-preventable accidents, which I'm not going to go through, but make sure to review those in the article linked above. The main point I'm trying to make here is that you can and you should argue your case. Honestly, that's really all you have to do, and I know it seems like a pain, but trust me, it's worth a little bit of extra effort to avoid the long-term damage and headaches you're going to deal with increased CSA scores and insurance costs. Our team of DOT compliance specialists here at CNS are waiting to help, and guess what? We have our own insurance team as well, and they all work together to make sure you're following all the proper steps. If you need help or have questions, just give us a call, email, or fill out the form in the description below, and we'd be happy to help you out.